Michael Stanton here of Super Sport Motors in Clinton, New York. 133 is my zip code. I am located right in the center of New York State, 4 hours northwest of New York City. So I'm doing a video today on a beautiful summer day here in 2019 of my beautiful 2003 Indian Chief T3 Rise of the Machines edition. Now, most of you probably have never seen this edition. They only made 50 of them, and I've got one of them. Somebody traded this bike to me years ago, and I instantly fell in love with it and never sold it. Can you see that right there? Number 30. So this is number 30 out of 50 made. I got it with 1,305 miles on it approximately 3 years ago, and as of this very moment, it's got 1,599. So I guess I put 300 miles on this. I don't put very many miles on my motorcycles. And I only ride on perfect days, like today, 77 and sunny. I just, I'm not a real motorcycle rider. So, this one's going to be for sale. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but it does say 1,599 miles on it. Now, if you don't know what T3 stands for, it's the third edition in the Terminator movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's Arnold right there without his skin on. Actually, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's so beautiful, the way it looks on this bike. Now, every one of these 50 special edition T3 Indians were hand painted. Even the leather seat was hand stitched. So if you look at any of these online, you're going to see that every single one of them is completely different. And I've seen about 10 of these through the years, because now I'm so interested in them. And I dare say that my paint job is the best one. Some of the other ones have a lot more yellow in them, and some of them have way more black in them. But this one just has the most perfect combination of a little bit of yellow, like you see right in there, or way down in there. It's got mostly red and orange, and probably 20% black, especially like you see down there at the bottom of the fenders and over there. And I'm telling you, if you go look at the photos of all of them, I got the best one, and I got the best story. So the gentleman that traded this bike to me, and by the way, if it looks dark in the video, I'm going to move it into the sun here in a minute. And if you go to my website, supersportmotors.com, I'll have at least 50 photos of the bike on there. What the hell was I saying? Oh, the gentleman that traded this bike to me traded it in on a Mercedes 560 SEC. And he was a Indian franchise owner, I guess you could say, for like 20 years, I think he told me. And he told me that he picked one bike to keep when he closed up his shop. And this is the bike that he kept. So he kept this bike from 2003 until I got it 3 years ago. So I think I got it in 2016. So he held on to the bike for 13 years after his shop closed down, and this is the only one he kept. So it went from him to me, to you, I guess we could say, and the finality of it all. So I've got all of the original brochures, magazine articles, all sorts of stuff. So in lieu of going through all of that, let me see what I can tell you about it. It's a 100 cubic inch engine, 45 degree V twin, or 1,638 cc's. It is an absolute beast. I've had my motorcycle license for 37 years. This is the fastest, most enjoyable, most well-balanced motorcycle I've ever owned or driven. It's the fastest, it's the loudest. Well, talking about loud, let's turn it on, shall we? It's got a choke over here that you pull out and it goes in by itself. Now I just turned the key off. Okay, run, start. I did those pipes, I had them wrapped. Believe it or not, I just dropped the phone. So we'll see how the video comes out after I drop the phone. But anyways, there you have it. At least as far as the way it sounds, it's hellaciously loud. It really is. It's got these cool fog lights that you can flick off back here. Okay, so when you're on dimmer like it is now, let me restart. When you've got it on dimmer and you got the fog lights on, they'll stay on. If you go to brights, then the fog light will go off automatically. Okay, so that's what I was trying to show you. But anyways, back to the rarity of it all. If you go watch Terminator 3, you'll see Arnold driving one of these like a madman through the town of Los Angeles, and it's really quite cool. So it's got a really cool story as to how Indian got to the point where they decided to make 50 editions of these bikes. Now, if you're wanting one of these, you may very well want to come and drive this thing, because it is really fast, very powerful. It's got a cool low center of gravity, but it is so well balanced. It's amazing. You can go like 1 mile an hour in this thing and not put your feet down. It is a beautiful, beautiful bike, and it is without flaw. It is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Not a scratch, absolutely nothing on it. It doesn't need anything. Runs perfectly. And I think you'll be very happy with it. Now, I may consider a trade for a classic car or even another motorcycle. At the moment, the only motorcycle I'm actually interested in is a Big Dog Mastiff with no miles on it. Not quite the bike this is, but I just kind of like those bikes. So, see the pipes here? I just had these wrapped. And the reason is because I got a size 13 foot, and my foot was always hitting right in here and melting a little bit on the pipes, and those pipes are really hot. So I had them wrapped, and it came out looking so cool. It didn't change the way it sounds or anything, but it really just came out beautiful. There's a car that's going to pass me here in a second, so please ignore that. Again, 100 cubic inch, 1638 cc's, 45 degree V-twin, and can you see it? Look how clean it is. There's another skeleton right there. You got one skeleton head, and you've got another one right there, and you've got another one over here over the air cleaner. I'm sorry, over the carburetor that sticks out on the side. Reminiscent of Indians of past. Even the inside of this is fabulous. Can you see that? It's all lined and felt. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I'm pretty sure that's for a second seat, but man, I'll tell you what. This is a single man's machine, or woman's, if you can get a woman that can handle a bike of this speed. And I'm sure you probably can nowadays. So again, my name is Michael Stanton. 315-853-1967 is my number. I like talking trades because it's just fun for me. I buy and sell cars for fun, and that's why I do these videos, because it's so much fun. As I am laying on the ground now doing this, it's not easy for a man of 53, but I can still do it. So again, Michael Stanton, 315-853-1967 is my number. And I've been buying and selling cars a long time. Hobby of mine. I'm a retired Air Force officer, and this is what makes me happy. It's like flying on the ground. So, Super Sport Motors is my website. It'll be on there midsummer of 2019. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, I did promise I would show it in the sun. So I'm going to drift at the moment over to the sun. Stay with me. Okay, there it is in the sun. Let's hope it doesn't fall down. It's a whole different animal in the sun. That color just jumps right out. Most of my photographs will be in the sun to offset the fact that 90% of my video is in the shade. It is a little windy here today, so I hope you can hear me okay. So, there you have it. One of the rarest motorcycles you're going to see. And in June of 2019, so a month ago, one of these just sold at Barry Jackson for $38,000. Also, one of these sold 2 or 3 years ago at the RM auction in Fort Lauderdale for $22,000 or $24,000. I can't remember what it was. Same exact bike, different number. So that'll give you a little bit of a basis of a comparison as to where these things are in the market right now. Okay, 315-853-1967. I'm going back to where I came from, and I'm going to ride like I just came from hell. Thank you very much for taking the time to look at my video.